Ready? Okay. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that could be.
Let's talk about
other words.
I would imagine that you know better than I do.
Well, let's talk about sex.
No.
All right.
Our mess is here.
Hi, Rachelle.
Oh, hi.
Still cleaning up from last week.
In this line of work, we call it a fail.
Yes, it's okay. We're talking about sex today.
Are we?
Oh, we sure are.
She did not give me any warning.
No, I've given
a little bit nervous.
No heads up.
I'll close my books because I got nothing to say about this topic.
And actually, I'm going to work off of my computer for this. Clear the area.
Okay.
And mayhem.
And probably need something to fidget with because I'm going to be nervous.
When I was a teenager, my
awkward places are.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Bear with me.
Okay.
Follow me.
I'm bearing.
Okay. So when I was a teen, my friends and some of their parents, they would tease me. And that I was going to grow up to be Sue Johanson. Do you know who Sue Johanson is?
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah? The Sunday night sex show?
Yes.
Did you watch that when you were...
Oh, I'm sure I did. Yeah. I don't have, core memories of it, but I definitely watched it. I was curious.
You know what? I don't know how old I was when I, discovered it, but I was just, absolutely fascinated and, just wanted to soak up everything that she had to say. So... For the people who do not know who Sue Johanson was, she is a Canadian RN, a registered nurse, and a sex educator. She operated a birth control clinic in Toronto, as well as, of course, had the Sunday night sex show, which was
Let's go, Sue.
Yeah, Sue, top Sue.
Yeah.
And so actually she passed away last year, though. And so at the age of 93, so she was she lived a really long life, but
only all that sex.
And so I wanted to start our sex conversation with a bit of a tribute to Sue.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
And I would like to do that by having a demonstration.
What, oh God. What are you doing?
I have a bag of condoms here.
Man. Oh, these are fun.
AIDS. And we are going to demonstrate the proper way, possibly.
Or the wrong way.
To put on a condom.
So, it has been years.
It's for me also.
Years.
Me also.
Probably 20.
And on it, when, I think I've used them more recently, but it's never really been my responsibility to apply the condom.
Right.
And so, we're going to try.
You're welcome.
I remember one thing from my, I had a teacher, Ms. Wertz, who was our life ed teacher.
Right.
And I remember her teaching me this. And so I'm going to pull out my best.
Okay. Do you have any tips? Before we start?
I don't. I pick one you like.
Okay.
Look, there's a patriotic one.
Oh, I like this one. It's a toque one. Canadian toque. It's a classic select.
This one is, see, some interesting. I don't know if that does anything. I did.
I feel like it looks very legit. We were going to make a TikTok out of that.
Right? All right.
Do you see it?
See it?
Is it positive? I see a lot of people that have pregnancy tests.
So, all right. Hey, these are not expired. So,
first step, check the expiry date.
Yeah. Oh, that didn't sound like. This is a button.
In case you want to pop your condom. And put a hole in it. Let's give you a pin.
In the same bag as my condoms. So,
let's see. 2027 is expired on this one.
All right. So, step number 1 is don't rip the condom upon exiting the packaging.
Okay.
How do you know which way? Oh, this goes
because
this
it's
way.
It's going to roll down.
So it has to roll down. This is the only piece. Oh, it's looby. Ew.
So gross.
It's gross. So you hold your banana
firmly, but
and
gently.
you pinch the tip. That's the only thing I remember is pinch the tip. And that's so that the condom,
There's no air on it.
It doesn't and shoot off inside. Oh God. I don't know if you're an expert. How do you hold it still to get it started? Okay, I got it started.
Was I trying to be funny and bad at this?
I got it started. Okay.
See, but mine has a little bit of like an air bubble thing, so I don't know if that's right.
Just
so that you wouldn't want that.
Work it out.
Okay.
There. Look. This is a safe banana.
Ain't no banana like a safe banana.
Right. So, what is this? This is a dam. Like a dam for when, for girls.
What? I've never even seen one of those.
I've never either.
Here, let's put these aesthetically
just wait,
to create a bit of a...
I'm so loopy now.
Yeah, can we pause and go... Tissue?
Do you like a tissue?
It's so considerate of you.
I am a considerate lover.
It's important.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So here's the thing. The reason why these things are important.
Our display is getting better and better. We're just going to add a little tissue in there. Get that out of the way.
I have some STI facts.
Oh, this is good.
It's not called STDs anymore. It's called STIs.
So they're not diseases, they're infections.
Correct.
Gotcha.
So this is a dam.
Does it say how to use it?
Is there instructions?
Here, I'll hold it up and you read it.
Okay. Single use only.
It's literally just like not even a thing. It's like a condom that...
Yeah, I think you just place it over and then like her and then you can still like do all the things.
Okay. Hold it up though. Hold it like up and down or like horizontal.
This way?
Horizontal though.
Yeah.
No,
not with the dick.
No, but like
it's not for inside. It's for just outside. For like cunnilingus. Performing, and then
I was picturing like if that goes in, that is not
and that's how you lose that. The in and out and in and out wouldn't work. But I think it's like here. Say this is a vagina. Look, like that is a vagina now. And now
you were taking your job way too seriously.
Look, see, I should have been.
Look, you should have.
There's a gap in the market, Canada. So now you put this over here. And now you, lover, can do all of the things and not catch her herpes or whatever.
That would be so interesting to know if that, because when you talk about the use of condoms and the desensitization that happens, like a lot of men don't like using them because of that. Because it doesn't feel as good. No, I'm curious.
Put it over there. I'll report back.
Would you also like this?
No, I think those bananas are...
But, like, is that going to feel less sensitive for...
Well,
I
don't think so. Like...
Oh, yeah, this is just for oral.
It is for oral?
Yep. Engaging in... Oh, actually, no, it says oral/vaginal and oral/anal sex to help reduce... Well, yeah, but still, like you said, you would just lay it there.
Okay. So... The reason why these things are important, and we're going to get a lot more fun in this conversation in a minute, but it is important to know because, STI, not so fun facts. I'm only talking about today because these are like the ones that are on like the rampage is chlamydia, gonorrhea, and infectious syphilis. And
so there's non-infectious syphilis?
But look, I don't know.
That's what Google told you.
Yeah, that's what Google told me. So syphilis.
Yeah.
But anyways, so the symptoms are all kind of similar, and I really don't want to talk about them because that's grosser than what I want this to get. And so basically,
that's gross.
I encourage you to Google them for yourself. But if anything hurts, leaks, or smells, go to your doctor. That's the rule of thumb.
If anything hurts, leaks,
or smells. in a way that it shouldn't.
Any one or if all three?
All three.
At the same time?
No.
You can have just one and you should go.
Yeah.
All right. There you go, people.
So, chlamydia. These are some Canadian stats. Highest rates are in the territories, and the top one being Nunavut. The lowest is in the Maritimes. Newfoundland and Labrador are like the tippity tops of no chlamydia. Gonorrhea, the highest is Nunavut, Northwest Territories, and Manitoba. And the lowest again is in the Maritimes. Infectious syphilis, which sounds scarier than regular syphilis if there is a different kind. The highest rates are Nunavut, Manitoba, and Saskatchewan.
Ew. People.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say, I guess
it's only because it's close to home now.
Well, we don't want to shame people about it. So I shouldn't be saying you,
but it shows the importance of making sure you're protected. So highest rates there. Lowest again is in the Maritimes, but, overall it's in the Maritimes, but Prince Edward Island and the Yukon specifically have less than 5 cases. But there's hundreds of thousands of cases across the country. And
I would not have guessed it of the Maritimes.
Yeah. So the Maritimes are...
I thought you guys were a little raunchier than that, but good news. Good for you.
So now I have some fun stats here.
I can't wait.
Some topics of discussion and just some things, fun facts to talk amongst all of our here.
Let's talk about you. You want the tissue in there?
Let's talk about sex. Okay. So did you know that only 80% of men and women pleasure themselves? 88%.
That only?
Only 88%. That means that there's 12% of people don't.
Yeah, I guess it means 12 out of 100 people.
Do not.
Yeah,
do not.
Okay.
It's 94% of men do. And so women are actually 93%. So I actually have a friend who does not. And we talk about it all the time, amongst our, or reportedly does not.
But why would you not admit it when everyone in the room is being yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I get that maybe you're shy about it, but.
Yeah, I'm not saying you have to talk about it, but I am saying that you should try it.
Speaking from experience.
Anyways, but yeah, so 12% of people do not masturbate, what do you do when you're bored or hungover?
Those are your fave times?
This is a sweet spot.
Yeah.
Okay. You have nothing to add?
I'm deciding in my brain how much I want to share, but I'll just say I have my times too.
Okay. Yeah. So I've got a lot of stats that are specifically surrounded as millennials, and I'm an elder millennial.
Okay.
But still technically fall in there. And so that means you fall in there as well. So 76% of millennials lost their virginity by the age of 18.
76.
Yeah. I also fall in that stat. Do you fall in that stat?
I do, but not barely.
Barely.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was almost 18.
31% by the age of 15. Which, that's scary. Think of the children. That's...
Yeah, I have a daughter that is not that old yet, and that age, or this topic is a scary one.
It is.
It
is.
Happening younger and younger.
Mm-hmm. We don't shame, but it's an interesting statistic.
Be safe if you're gonna.
Be safe. 25% of married respondents to this survey have only ever been with one sexual partner. 25% of married people. 1 in 4, or 2 in 8.
Is that a senior's home?
No, these are millennial stats. Do you think it should be lower or higher, or are you still
I was confusing it for some reason. Yeah, no, I feel like that probably sounds about right.
Yeah, 25. Okay.
When I think about who I know and I
think I know a bunch of really slutty people, maybe.
Maybe. Probably the one that doesn't masturbate gets out there the most. I don't know who it is you're talking about, but yeah, that's, I feel like that's normal and cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
So the survey surveyed adults that are aged 20 to 59. And they said that women have an average of 4 sexual partners in their at that time, and men have an average of 7 in their lifetime. And so
I'm going to ask the question.
Well,
you're close, far. I'm really close.
Are you really close? Yeah. I'm really far, but I think that that's more normal. I was actually really surprised. I thought 4 was super low.
Like I met my husband when I was 21.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I haven't had any single periods. Mm-hmm. There is no number in my brain that I would be like, oh my God, that's so many. It'd be like,
if you found yourself single, would you be a hoe?
Probably for a little bit.
Just flex those muscles.
Use my calves. You see what I'm doing?
That's good.
I honestly have no idea what it would be like. It's so hard to fathom at this point in my life, but
yeah.
But I think there would be no shame in that if that's what a person wanted to do. That's how I feel.
Yeah. No,
have as many as you want or as little as you want.
I agree. So if you are a millennial, 61% have had at least one night stand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's right. 70% of men, 53% of women. So only half of women have had a one-nighter. And that's, I don't know, I guess that sounds right to me.
I mean, it was never a thing that I liked.
Yeah.
That's why my number is as low. Because it just,
yeah.
I mean, at that point in my life when that was a thing, it was probably something that I wish I was better at, but it just, it wasn't fun for me.
I don't think it's something I ever aspired to be good at. I think it was more of luck of the draw.
But I was left feeling not good about it.
Yes, no.
And so I didn't like that feeling. So I just didn't go there.
I don't want this to sound like I've had tons and tons of experiences, but let's for the sake of argument say more than one.
Yeah.
And I think that it's possible to have a positive experience with that regard that can feel really empowering and
totally.
Yeah, just a really good positive experience. And then obviously,
the other way too.
Yeah, the other way as well.
No, I agree with that. I just, like I said, I'm all for that. I think that people that can go out and have fun and, get what they need and how liberating would that be?
Yeah.
Be I'm just going to use you for tonight. I don't actually like you.
And all the better if it's mutually agreed up.
Exactly.
That's we're here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is new and considered trending.
Every time I start a new question, I'm like, deep breath, what's going to be next? Okay. I'm listening.
And this is only 4 to 8% of individuals are reporting participation in non-monogamous relationships. And so what I found
4 to 8.
4 to 8%.
I feel like a lot of people lie because I happen to know of a lot of people that have explored different lifestyles like that. I happen to know a lot of people who it's they're sorry, I should say no. I know of people that kind of you hear that they share partners a lot, but it's not. But they would have never answered yes on a survey like that.
Well, and that's
I feel like
what are the circumstances under which they were asked? And what this survey did not say in their results is so they're reporting being non-monogamous relationships, but they didn't really speculate whether it was ethically non-monogamous or not. So, do you know, I guess for the sake of argument, or for the sake of knowledge, we'll say there's ethically non-monogamous means that all partners are in on all the information. They like, that this person's in another relationship and everybody's just like happy or amicably dating other people. Sometimes it's like a polyamory thing where everyone's in, like, there's so many different blends and ways that this could happen, I guess. And then obviously non-ethical, non-monogamous is people just outright cheating.
I feel like kind of annoyed and pissed off at the word non-monogamous. Like a non-ethical, non-monogamous. Like you're a cheater. That's what that is. It's a cheater.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like that's you can put all the fancy words you want around it and you're a cheater. Yeah. So, but ethical non-monogamy is becoming a more popular term that I've seen coming up in different situations. And so
that doesn't bother me when it's on that side of it. But when you like unethical non-monogamy.
Yeah.
I don't like that one.
And I think that even when everything's out in the open, there's still opportunity for feelings to get hurt. And
I've heard of instances where it's gone from like an ethical to a non.
Yeah. Yep. That's, I could go down that rabbit hole all day long. There's experts that talk about those though. So, cause we're talking about sex and it's, I wanted to, why do people have sex? And I know that there's like sometimes you just gotta, it's like,
we talked about it in a previous podcast about spring being humpier.
Yeah.
So
maybe
it's the season.
Time. Maybe it's the season. Maybe you're feeling good, but, procreating is like, I guess that's the purpose why we're here and the reason why, or I guess it's the fear of what could happen maybe with having sex. But, I found some fun stats about the people that have the most children. So who are procreating the most.
I love it.
And, it doesn't mean that they're having the most sex necessarily, but maybe the most unprotected sex. So there was an 18th century Russian woman and she still holds the world record for having birthed the most children. And she had 69 children, over 27 pregnancies.
How?
I'll tell you. She had 16 pairs of twins, 7 sets of triplets, and 4 sets of quadruplets. Like,
okay. All right. So she birthed in 18th century Russia.
Yeah.
Is what you were saying.
Yes.
So did they all live?
Oh, I don't know that. Like, I mean, I'm sure they're dead by now.
Because like in the 18th century, like quadruplets?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Which is, so probably like, I mean, it's no like octomom or anything like that.
Okay. So if all of her pregnancies were singletons, how many times was she pregnant?
27. So she'd have 27 babies, but now she has 16.
Right. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So, and on the man's side, it was a Moroccan emperor and he really did very little in this process, I imagine, at all. But there is a Moroccan emperor that had 342 daughters and 525 sons. I don't know how many wives or birthing units he had at that point.
But there's like new goals for man seed.
Yeah, right.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like every time he did it, he made a baby.
So I found some stats on like, you know what? So let's assume we just want to be with like that one person. We're all searching for that one person that we want to hump until we die.
Okay.
And, so I found some stats on what is considered, what is considered to be the most attractive qualities of either sex. And so I'd like to read them to you and you let me know if you agree with them.
Okay.
So if you're finding let's start with woman because we know the least about that. So to find the perfect woman, or let's say, are we the perfect women? Yeah. So number 1, men are after attractiveness because they're visual creatures.
Yeah.
And so attractiveness. Number 2 is confidence. I've had some men tell me I'm intimidating, which is maybe too much confidence. Or a sign
Yeah, that
of
one's
weakness.
confusing. I feel like it's one of those things that like I get why confidence, how would I put it? I think that confidence is attractive through through a man's eyes when they're like looking at a woman that is beautiful and confident.
Yeah.
But when she is your woman, suddenly confidence is not the thing that you like the most.
Yeah, that is not as appealing.
Did I put that as, because with confidence comes,
That was eloquent.
comes, a lot of things like independence and stuff like that. And, a lot of men say they really like an independent woman, but there's elements of independence that they don't like. Find me a man that can prove me wrong. I dare you, challenge you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Number 3 is playfulness. A man is looking for a woman to be playful. Number 4, do you have any thoughts on playfulness?
No.
Number 4 is humor. So, yeah. So I read somewhere else, though, that when women are looking for a man, when they say a man who has a sense of humor, they want the man to be funny. But when a man says, I want a woman who has a sense of humor, it means that they want that woman to laugh at their jokes.
That's funny. That makes more sense because seeing it on your list, I was kind of like, I feel like traditionally funny women, like, really funny ones that are super funny in the movies.
Yeah.
They're not usually like seen in the same light as they could be just as attractive as like say Megan Fox or whatever. But if they're funny,
they have a little bit of
there's a little bit of like a thing that's changed there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't play like the leading lady.
Yeah. They're like the funny chick or like the sister or
the tomboy girl next door.
Yeah.
Number 5 is sexual spontaneity. And I'm curious how that differs from playfulness. Like, or does that mean like they want like a hockey
I'm going to tickle
buddy?
you.
Do you want a hockey buddy or like tickle me?
Yeah, I don't really know many men in my life that are like into playfulness because I do feel like sexual spontaneity would probably be what they were leading towards there.
Yeah.
Because playfulness to men would be like, what, like you're going to be like in a bar and just like, wave across. That's my best move. So.
Showing your calves.
How I got my man.
With my calves.
That's how we do.
Number 6, big boobs.
That's an obvious.
And number 7 is butts. That is what
I'm a butt girl. Like if I could like have a better butt, that would be great. I'm working on it.
I think I agree. Well, I can't agree with these. This is men's thoughts and not mine. But if I was to like assign thoughts to men, then I guess that's what it is. So looking for the perfect man now. Mm-hmm. The perfect man is number 1, confident.
Yes. Yeah. There can be a lot of men, I think, confuse confidence and arrogance.
Yes.
So, but yeah, in terms of from a woman's eyes, what confidence looks like for a woman, yes to confidence.
Number 2 is that playfulness word again. And I will follow this up with sexual spontaneity is not on the women's list, only playfulness is. And that's why I was surprised. So maybe women just consider them to be the same thing, whereas men are like, no, 2 different things.
Right. Probably except for being playful, we're feeling humpy that day.
Yeah. I wanna sex you up. All right. Number 3 is a sense of humor.
Sure.
They want to make us laugh, or we want them to make us laugh.
See, I feel like for me personally, that's like flipped.
Yeah. I want them to laugh.
I do want them to make me laugh, but more importantly, you need to make me feel funny.
Yes. I agree.
Thanks.
Number 4 is spontaneity, but not sexual. Just like
let me buy you supper tonight instead of cooking.
Yeah. Or like, you want to go on vacation tomorrow?
Yeah.
Super love surprises.
Yeah. Oh, you packed my bag for me?
Yes. Number 5 is muscles. Yeah.
I used to not be a muscle girl.
Yeah.
I wasn't into it, but now I'm just like, oh damn, I like some muscles. I'm turning to like perverted, like older lady now.
I think on paper, I'm like, oh no, I'm not into that until I see like Jason Momoa or something.
Yeah,
I'm like, damn.
You have a thing for him too?
How can you not? Like,
there's some people that aren't into it. Like, you're not Right.
Yeah, no, I have a pulse. And number 6 is the big D energy.
I feel like that's so cliche. It's annoying. It kind of annoys me it's on there.
Yeah.
Like, I get that there's some women that like that, but I feel like there's lots of women that are perfectly, like, sometimes the big D is too much, right?
I wish that there was like some kind of like test that they could pass ahead of time that shows that they know what they're doing with it, rather than just the big D. Although if that's all you got, I'll take it. So,
right out of the mouth of Leah.
Do you want to give some advice?
Do I? I'm so scared.
This is our sexy sex episode, and we're going to give some advice.
Okay.
So, this question came in from a friend, and she says, the relationship I'm in is having great sex. No complaints in the bedroom. He's hot with great cheekbones and works out. I don't know why that was important, but that was important to be included.
I like having a visual.
He's hot with great cheekbones and he works out. But he believes he was abducted by aliens.
I immediately know. Sorry.
What do I do with that? So,
I mean...
These are people's real problems.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. This is why I'm so glad I'm not single.
So, have you ever seen like the hot crazy Matrix? Like it's, the uglier they are, the more like sane or boring they are, but the more attractive they are, the more.
Have you seen Grown Ups?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
And the ladies go to the pool and they're sitting there and they're just like ogling that guy. And he comes over and he's like, "Hey, your voice is Sketchatone."
Yes.
It's like super high pitched and it's like, oh God, no. No, you just wrecked it, dude. Shut up. I guess, what are your goals with the relationship? That would be my first question.
Yeah.
If you don't have goals for the relationship, then just keep doing what you're doing and tell us to not talk about it.
If your goals are big O's, then keep going. But if your goals are like a sustainable relationship with someone you love and respect, I'm afraid for you.
If your goals are big O's. So,
yeah.
Phrase of the day. I don't want to like diss the people that believe in the aliens because like you do you, but like why do you believe you're abducted by aliens? Like, did you have a gaping asshole one day? Maybe you were on an acid trip, Matt. I don't know. Do you do drugs? That would be my first. Do you do drugs?
Why do you think
Do you believe in aliens?
Well, I believe that like something else exists somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they're like abducting us from this planet.
And probing us?
Yeah, I think if they knew where we were, we would know where they were. Like I don't think they would do anything incognito. Like I think they would just do whatever they wanted.
That's what I think. Basically the same thing. Yeah. It's like it would make a person sound ignorant to think that we could be here doing what we're doing here and that the same thing couldn't be happening somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I believe in the possibility.
They're a little space extra.
Do I believe that they're green and slimy or gray and slimy with big bulgy eyes and that? No.
They just get us to probe us and like I'm not.
Also, when's it my turn then?
But why do you think people make excuses for red flags? And really, like, if you have a red flag like that, why aren't you like immediately like red flag on the play? Tweet.
The sex must be really good. And he's got the cheekbones.
Is that what it is?
Does he have the calves though?
Does he?
Like, does he talk about it a lot? I need more. I need more information. There'll maybe be a part 2 on this one.
I actually don't have any other information other than that. So,
well then,
yeah. Okay. Good chat.
Yeah. Good talk.